former governor of Ekiti State, Ayo Fayose, consistently has been repeating ad nauseum, if I might add, that Peter Obi is the only political juggernaut in Nigeria. And sometimes when he says that, I wonder if he's not actually indicting his bosom friend, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Because he says Peter Obi is the only life in ADC, that once Peter Obi leaves ADC, that in fact, if you take Peter Obi out of ADC, there's no ADC, there's no opposition, there's nothing. And true to type, Peter Obi actually left ADC, you know. And then, as if to be on cue, yesterday when some lawmakers defected from the ADC to the NDC, the Senate president, someone number 3 citizen of Nigeria, made a very, I mean, for a better...
What do you expect from a defected senator that was expelled from his political party? Senator Godswill Akpabio was expelled by PDP for anti-party issues, and he defected to APC as a senator. So what do you expect? Now, let me tell you, the only institution that is dead in Nigeria today is the National Assembly under the chairmanship of Senator Godswill Abiodun, because that is the institution that ought to provide the check and balance we need in a democracy, and that is the institution that has died when it comes to checking the excesses of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I give you an example. Bola Ahmed Tinubu has borrowed all the quota that in any budget is placed. 2025-2026 capital budget, none was financed by the National Assembly. They set up an oversight. What has come out of it? So Nigeria is borrowing money, subsidy is not being paid, infrastructure is not being financed. So this money has simply been squandered, and there is a Senate president that his National Assembly is, and he is saying ADC. Excuse me, ADC came into existence July 2nd. July 2nd, it was unveiled. We were recognized on the INEC portal by September. We still have 8 senators. We still have more than 10 members of the House of Rep. We've not gone into any election. And Senator Akpabio with his National Assembly. Can a dead person talk? National Assembly under him is... Do you see dead men talk? That's why, according to you, you say tactless. Because when it is the spirit of somebody talking, you'll be hearing it as if he's speaking in tongues. Very tactless, empty. He is the mouthpiece of Tinubu, spokesperson of Tinubu. So he has nothing to account for as a Senate president. So please, let's not bring the issue of a Senate president that is in charge of a National Assembly. They don't have what it takes to determine any political party that is dead. Because right in front of him, he has 8 senators from ADC. And he has many in double digits, members of the House of Rep. So how can such a person die? And these are people that came into us because they believe in us. Not even by election, but by the death of the party that Senator Akpabio abandoned when it was perishing. They were the people that killed PDP because they left PDP to look for greener pastures.
My next question, let's move away from the Senate President's comments, is that the President himself, while they were commissioning the spanking new NRS, Nigerian Revenue Service building, said, he made a lot of comments, you know, but one of those that stood out was that anybody who cannot see his administration's awesome achievements, amazing achievements, needs a pair of eyeglasses. You're one of his staunchest critics, so you are included amongst those who needs a pair of eyeglasses. Where are your eyeglasses? Is the President correct that anybody who cannot see his achievements needs a pair of eyeglasses?
Anybody who wears glasses has sight problems. The President wears glasses. because he can't see well. So you don't blame him for not seeing the incompetence and corruption in his government. I don't wear glasses because I can see eloquently well. So we are the ones who do not wear glasses who should tell him that he has failed as a president. You can imagine the World Bank report says that 40%, that's almost 50%, almost half of all the revenue that come to Nigeria do not make it to appropriation. That means almost 50% of all our revenue is diverted through corrupt means to private hands. And the president is saying awesome achievement. What is the awesome achievement in it? That in the ID camp, I am seeing the images that I saw only in Civil War. Kwashoko killing the children. I don't want to talk about this regime, honestly.
As we speak here, Nigerians are facing terrible xenophobic attacks in South Africa. And I was watching to see the response of the federal government, Minister of Foreign Affairs, the president or vice president. I didn't see any official response because I've tried to imagine a situation where Americans anywhere in the world have been attacked and Donald Trump will not speak, or the vice president will not speak on it on a daily basis. So no response. As we speak here, Dr. Kenneth, our president is in France. Not on a state visit, although I don't know. And from there, we'll go to Rwanda or Kenya and all of that. And then suddenly, after 3 weeks of these xenophobic attacks, killings of Nigerians, the Senate met yesterday and deliberated over this issue. And I thought they were going to, advise or summon the foreign affairs minister and, give him very strong directives on what to do. Rather, they came up with a resolution to go to visit South Africa. And it will be the delegation will be led by the Senate President himself.
Hey, what a tragedy.
How would you respond to this? Is that the right approach?
First of all, what life do you think will come out from a Senate President? When I say dead Senate President, I'm referring to the office.
Yes.
We don't have any Senate, the post of the Senate President in Nigeria now. They just want to have another opportunity to take a star codes to go and enjoy themselves.
You think so?
Did Donald Trump come to Nigeria before what he said starts being implemented in Nigeria? The respect a country has for you would depend on the respect you have for your people. The achievement, the prosperity you're bringing to your people. Nigeria has lost respect in front of the whole world. South Africa is even a big country. Niger Republic, when Tinubu came in, he sent eminent Nigerians on the plane to go to Niger Republic to speak to the junta. The junta sent them back. He did not even allow them to land. Niger Republic, and I'm talking about South Africa. They are telling Nigerians to go. What business would have Nigeria had, even being in South Africa, if what God has given to us in terms of blessing, material, human resources, solid minerals everywhere. If we have harnessed our resources, what business do we have living in South Africa? We were feeding South Africans. I went to the university with some of South Africans in the University of Nigeria, Enugu campus. Nigeria was paying for their school fees. We were a frontline state that fought for the liberation of South Africa, even when they are in Southern Africa. And now, because of leaders like Tinubu that have, made Nigeria to come to zero level, now Nigeria is being insulted by everybody, including South Africa. You said he went to France, and you said not a state visit. So don't you know? Are you looking for my word in my mouth? When he said Usan, was he healthy? No, I wish him well. I want him to be treated. Look, life does not have duplicate. Anybody who is not well should seek treatment anywhere you can afford from any part of the world. My own is why try to camouflage it. You're not well. Anybody can be sick. Because when you try to camouflage it, you make things worse. It will be as if when Nigeria needs you most, you are deserting them and going away. And if you are told them, like Buhari, who is a more sincere person, Buhari had health challenges. He goes off from time to time, and he will tell people, I'm going for health challenge. He will transmit power to Oshibanjo. What What is there? There is no need covering up anything. Everybody knows you are not well. There is nothing wrong in being unwell. You're a human being, you're not God. What is unwell about it is trying to cover it up and being dishonest. We've had presidents that were not well. Yaradua was there. Buhari was there. When they want to go out, they will say, let me go for medical treatment. And you go and come back. And Nigerians will even be praying for you. Working visit. Working vacation. Vacation visit. Confusing people everywhere. This is party of confusion.
What do you have to say on this? What do you say to South African compatriots, our brothers in South Africa, the government of South Africa? Because this
The government of South Africa should stop that nonsense. They want to visit their incompetence in managing the affairs of the country. They want to shift the blame as if it is foreigners. Foreigners that, let me tell you, when apartheid ended, they were pleading for Nigerian men because they lost a lot of men. And they will say, if you come, if you marry any of our daughters, we'll give you citizenship outrightly. They were lobbying Nigerians to come to South Africa. That I know, because I went to South Africa. They were treating us so well because they said because of the apartheid, they've discovered that their men have developed inferiority complex to the whites. But Nigerians have this confidence. They don't have this complex. So when they come into South Africa, our brothers, as in the black brothers in South Africa, will be learning from them and seeing how free people reason. They were encouraging Nigerians to come. Unfortunately, as you can see, when they cannot manage their economy, poverty brings in a whole lot of distress. They now want to give their people excuse and they want to shift the blame to foreigners. They should stop that nonsense.
Senator Shomole says,
and protect Nigerians.
Final question. You said the ADC is not working, that what the Senate President and Ayo Fayoche said is not correct. But
Ayo Fayoche has been the spokesperson of Peter Obi. The only thing he is trying to achieve, on the day Peter Obi said he's going to NRC, they celebrated in APC. They know Peter Obi will not win. They know that even if he wins, they will take it away from him. So they are more comfortable with a Peter Obi contesting than another person, especially from the north. Because they know that if another wins, they are out of the place. So what they are doing, and I'm happy, Peter Obi now is going to contest. So Ayo Fayoche, can you please, if you are an honest man, resign from APC and go and become the spokesperson of Peter Obi? If you don't do that, then you are a hypocrite. Because according to you, Toby is the only body that can win. Oh, Peter Obi is there, and you say he's your friend. Why not do one honorable thing? Resign and join Peter Obi and be his spokesperson. And I will know that you are very honest in what you're saying. Without that, you're simply being a hypocrite.
What's the outlook on the future of ADC in terms of the primaries and then standing for election? What chances does the ADC have? Give us a likely presidential ticket permutation for ADC.
I'm a member of NWC. Okay. From day one, we said we are going to provide level playing field. I don't know who's going to be the presidential candidate, and it is the job of the presidential candidate to choose his vice. And whoever ADC chooses, who emerges from free, fair primary election or from consensus, if the aspirants will so agree, we in ADC will support. The departure of Peter Obi will not make us to change our stand on that, because we are building a party for the future and for the nation. If we get our acts correct in ADC, we will get Nigeria correct. Any party that does not know how to respect internal democracy will not know how to respect external democracy or inter-party democracy. So now that Peter Obi is gone, peace, love, unity will come back to ADC, and we will sit down as brothers and we'll look our eyes and look ourselves in the eye, tell ourselves the truth, and completely chart our course. Go and engage Tinubu in election win him outrightly. As a matter of fact, Peter Obi is not part of the 2027 election. Forget it. His political career is eclipsed. In 1 month or 2 months, you will see what I'm saying.
He will not be on the. He will not contest.
No, even if he's there, he will be on the periphery because his political career is gone.
I think you're exaggerating the relevance and influence of your party ADC. You know why? Since Peter Obi left, I've not verified, but I hear that more than 10 million people registered for the ADC have left. They followed Peter Obi to the ADC. You're laughing.
You know why I'm laughing?
So,
yes.
That in fact, the way they left made your system, your server, whatever, to crash.
Okay. Now, you know why I'm laughing?
Yes.
Any political party that is built on lies,
Yes.
you can already see that what they are talking is propaganda, not truth. The only party now that lies more than APC is NDC. Because you've not started and you are lying. People register with NIN.
Yes.
So it is very verifiable.
Yes.
And somebody opened his mouth and said within 24 hours, they have 10 million voters.
Yes.
From where? Peter Obi did not, in all his wave, they ascribed the 6.1 million votes to him.
Yes.
And NDC within 24 hours say they have 10 million registered members. How? Please, can you give us the empirical facts? Because you register now with NIN. You don't need long science. Just press it and show Nigerians. Have you even seen their server? It is not on. So where were they registering? Because if their server is on, automatically it will be tabulating the people that are voting. So this is a party that has not started and has started building its foundation on lies and dishonesty, reflecting the character of their leaders. So anything their leaders and the party says, after having made this foundation of lie and dishonesty, should be discountenanced by Nigerians. That I can tell you. You know, when ADC started, we were showing Nigerians the registered vote. Trust me now, Aisha will not lie. So we were showing Nigerians how many voters that we registered. Honesty is the best policy.
Okay, as we wrap up finally, Dr. Okonkwo, you alluded to it earlier. How do you even see the chemistry, the rapport between an Obi and the Kwankwaso? Because when they joined, I saw them Kwankwaso snatching the card from Peter Obi. When they gave him the cap, he snatched the card. The cap. You know, and you know he had made these comments at Chatham House where he said Peter Obi is a trader. He has a PhD in civil engineering. Is this, is that? How do you see them working together in 1 minute? How do you see them working together?
I'll say it in one sentence. KO is not okay. Strange birds. Kwankwaso has derogatory impression of people of Southeast and is in that coalition to show up his dead political relevance in Kano. He wouldn't ever have come close to Obi with a long spoon. So, but when a drowning man is drowning, he can even hold on to the grandmother trying to survive. So, KO is not okay.